Hello there, everybody. This is Cholera, and that's right, I am back after about 2 weeks of being out of town and also being in a jungle fighting with a super virus called Virit or Vitro, Win32 Virit or Vitro, fighting it with a rusty knife. I've come out the victor, although I had to destroy the village in order to save it. I had to basically format my laptop, but that's okay. I've killed the virus, and now I have returned to do some commentary. And what a group we have today in the MSL Survivor Tournament. This was actually played a couple of days ago, but it has none other than Hyuk and Skyhigh and Flash and Crazy Hydra. That's right, Crazy Hydra, a household name, of course. This series was played on April 16th, 2009. There's the man himself, Hyuk, already looking a little bit worried about his upcoming match with Skyhigh. That's right, Skyhigh, the hero of CJ, who managed to single-handedly take out Oz at the very last minute of the finals. Basically taking out Jaedong and then never looking back afterwards. Skyhigh, a true hero of the people, and seriously, Hyuk is going to be in trouble before the game starts. Basically, how the MST this season works, the MSL Survivor Tournament, is they simplified it. So basically, all there is one match between each of the two pairs, and then the winners play one more match, and the winner of that leaves the group, and that's it. That's how you get out of the MST. It's pretty simple. Before, there used to be a slightly more complicated system. I can go into that, but I don't really want to. Right now, we're going to be watching a game on Byzantium III. We have Skyhigh, of course, at the upper right, and Hyuk at the bottom left. Let's see what Skyhigh is going to bring. The guy who beat Jaedong, of course, Jaedong 5-pulled him at that time and then chose not to build more Lings after the initial 6. So, that doesn't say that much. However, Skyhigh did play some very good games in the last MSL series, so I mean, it's just it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens here and what kind of strategies these players do. I mean, Hyuk, honestly, I don't even know what to say that he should do. I mean, the last time I watched him, I think I was commentating with Moltrap and Rise, and he was playing against I think Lita, and Lita just totally destroyed him with a simple medic marine push. And he did some weird failure of a 2-hatch Muta on this map, actually, and it totally got wrecked by a standard medic marine build. So, Hyuk, of course, even if he gets ahead by, say, 5 aces to 1, he could still lose it, too. That's the other great thing about him. Anyway, so it's going to be a hard group for anyone to leave, actually. I mean, even the great Flash is going to be up against this, this guy who last season no one heard of, but this season has just been tearing it up. I think the first time he really made his name known was when he got into the round of 4 of the GOM TV Classic last season. That was a completely surprising result, basically. Of course, he got stopped cold by Bisu, but that's all right. Here we're going to see, Skyhigh is just a little bit favored here. I don't even know what the 15% are voting for. Do they even know, do they know anything? Do they know what game they're playing? They're probably Warcraft 3 players, if they think Hyuk could win this game. I expect it to be like 99-0 or something like that, with 1% having just faulty buzzers or something. Anyway, Hyuk is going to be sending out a scout. He's gone 12-hatch. And we'll see if he goes for a 3-hatch build here. Looks like he is going to go for a 3-hatch rebuild, I think, given the fact he hasn't put down a gas. So let's see what happens. I mean, this map is very wide. I don't necessarily expect mech. That's been the standard sort of for Terran players. I think this is actually a decent map for both choices, though. It's not really, it doesn't really say Medic and Marine that much, and it really doesn't say Mech that much either. Certain maps like Destination, everyone goes Mech. I know everyone's going to go Mech here, too. Skyhigh's going to go Mech. So this group is quite difficult. Other than Flash and Skyhigh and Hyuk, we also have Crazy Hydra. Crazy Hydra has never played a single game before in his life, actually. So Crazy Hydra's first televised game is going to be played for him. So let's see what Crazy Hydra, who's a Zerg player, by the way, has to bring for us. I mean, that's not obvious, by the way. I mean, he could very well be another Sair or another Barracks, and I don't know, just call himself something and then be another race. Actually, Barracks is a Terran, but Sair is also a Terran. That's disturbing. So anyway, 3 hatchery build here from the Zerg player Hyuk, and Hyuk knows there's a mech build going on, so he's put down a creep colony. He's going to morph into a sunken colony, and we'll see what Skyhigh decides to do. Skyhigh's seen this front blockade, though, so he might decide to transition right into vultures, or some kind of vulture drop craziness, some kind of fantasy build of some sort. I actually have not done that many casts since the Fantasy Finals, actually. Right now, I think the cast of those games played recently in the... in the Pro League between CJ and Khan should be up on Vile Attack, but I haven't done any solos, really, since then. So, let's see what Hyuk does. So, here we're seeing a factory into expansion for Skyhigh. That's another option, of course. Deciding not to go for vultures because, really vultures are just not going to get through here. Hyuk knows what's coming, and Hyuk is going to get a Hydralisk Den here. He might actually go for some early pressure, and actually he could possibly do some serious damage here with an early 3-hatch Hydra attack. Now the problem is he doesn't really have any scouting information. He really should be sending those lings out, and there he is going through the southern path, but he really should be sending them out because you want to know exactly what the Terran's doing, and you want to at least know if he has an expansion or not, because if you know he has an expansion, obviously that greatly constrains the possible tech routes he has, and you don't have to worry so much about air coming anytime soon. Anyway, looks like oh man, this vulture attacking the Hydralisk Den, but I don't think there's much in the way of defense there for Skyhigh. Hyuk has taken forever to get to his base, though. He's got one Hydra out, and he's now finally moving out with a bunch of lings, speedlings. And he could be following us up with a lot of Hydralisks here. Looks like a couple of those lings have been taken out, so he still has no idea what's going on in terms of the fact that there's an expansion up. And this is really unfortunate for him, because he could be going for a big Hydra attack right now and perhaps winning this game. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens, though. Looks like an armory going up, and probably mines, is my guess, is what's being upgraded right now for those vultures in the factory. And we're going to see what Hyuk does. Hyuk looks like he might be going for it. He doesn't seem to have that much else other than a bunch of eggs morphing, which leads me to think he's got all Hydras in there. Probably going to go for the Hydra upgrades. Indeed, it will be a Hydra rush here. It's going to be 3-hatch Hydras here. Very, very interesting build here from both players. And I got to think that Hyuk is going to